Hey guys, Rick Shaw here. It's September 4th, and I had mentioned in the last video I wanted to show you this stove. I don't know if you can see our old one back there. There's our old one. It's El Cheapo, $2,000 But we got this thing here. I saw it in the store. It's got a nice little one for rice. But the problem we had, and I'll show you here, if we put the flame up high, you can see the flame comes out, just like our old stove. But with this vortex job, we can put this here. It keeps all the flame underneath that tea kettle. And that's saving the propane. It heats things up real quick. Now when I heat our coffee water or tea water in the morning, I put a little over 2 cups in it, and it heats up quick, and we save propane. My wife will throw it up full, and it'll, it just takes forever to start cooking. But we're gonna walk out through here. We got some water. Our water came yesterday, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit about some dangers to your little children here in the Philippines that people don't often think about. And I'll tell you what happened to us. This was when we lived at the other house. The little kids here, I'm all for one when you like my little daughter, she's just a baby, and hey, I want to keep her that way. Let her be a little kid as long as possible, before they get into having to be an adult. But she likes pretty clothes. Yeah, we'll dress her up in the stuff. But one thing I noticed here, they'll paint the little girls up like strumpets. I've seen 8-10-year-old kids like little strumpets. Their faces are all made up. That's okay when the kids are playing stuff in the house, but to do it when they go out, to me, just seems ridiculous. And we had a problem at the school. We had a private school we had her in, and I walked her to school every day. It wasn't too far in our old house, and the teacher was putting makeup on the kids. I went home to get a thing on. I didn't see her doing that yet. But when I got back, my little daughter was all made up. Her face was painted. Good morning, little buddy. How are you? My little early riser today. But her face was all painted up, and the woman had the girls in line with the same tube of lipstick, going right down the line of girls and putting lipstick on each one of them. Now, you may not think that's too bad or anything like that, but here in this country, these kids are immune to a lot of these sicknesses that they get, where our kids may not be, if you're a foreigner coming over here. But I've seen little tiny babies that they're not very old at all, and their teeth are completely rotted out of their head. They're rotted down to little tree root nubs in their head, and that's from a bacteria. That's what I'm told. And they're putting this on their mouth, and then they're going to your kids and putting it on their mouth. Plus hepatitis, there's herpes, and there's a lot of these little kids got this stuff. You got to know that. You guys got to know that, and you can do something that seems so innocent and pure. That's what I heard somebody tell me, that's they're pure little children. You don't make them up like a strumpet, but you can affect them for the rest of their life. So that's something that you guys as foreigners in the Philippines need to watch out for, and you Filipinos too. I've been saying this thing like we're on this liquor lockdown here in the town we're in because the mayor says so. It's not really being enforced. There's people selling it. I've seen a lot of places selling it. They won't sell to me, I'm a foreigner, but a lot of places selling it. They're saying just heck you to the mayor, but they did this liquor ban because there were some Filipinos that were sharing their spoon with the pollutant and drinking out of the same glass, and I guess one of them contracted, so they say. So they say. They just probably found some guys, that were sharing, and they want to make a big fuss. But I don't understand why the president and all these politicians and the news media and all this starts teaching the people don't do that. They want to make all these okay, hang on. Go turn the fire off. But why they don't just make a law? They want to make all these other laws. Why don't they make a law that says you can't do that no more? And why don't they start teaching it in the schools? Don't do that. That's a disgusting habit. My wife would do it. I mean, come on, you see a guy, the first party I was at, we knew some people, and this one guy that came, tree roots for teeth, I'm not kidding you. I mean, his mouth was incredibly funky, and he didn't look too healthy overall. He just happened to show up, this guy, and they had their, they called mascara, that pork face stuff. And it was all in a big dish there, and people were sticking the same spoon in there and taking a bite. And this dude picked up the spoon, took a big old bite, and put the spoon back inside there with, and he had his mouth funkies all over that. And I said, oh, gosh. And it's then and there I told my wife, this is right after I got here, I said, you do not share. You don't share glass, you don't do any of that stuff. Just terrible. I did tell you in the other videos about the young fellow that got hepatitis and died very quickly. It's a shame, but this is where we're at. But so be careful with that. That's my little dangers to expat children. So y'all be careful. Make sure you say a prayer for each other. Little Geronimo didn't make it to the tea kettle yet, so I got to get the water turned off. And y'all take care. And we got a beautiful day, by the way. Look at that. Look at that. Today we got a nice group of people up there. And hopefully in the next week we'll have a nice drone to fly. So you all take care and God bless.